Hey friends, welcome back. I am in Shiraz here in the beautiful country of Iran, and today's video, well, I have no idea. Today's video we are gonna go explore, wonder, and of course get lost in this absolutely beautiful city. And the old town is mainly what we're gonna focus on today's video and see what we unfold. Currently, look at those alleys, man, in this old town of Shiraz. Salam. Look at that. Just walking through like this, it makes you feel like you have traveled in time. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, as I mentioned, we are gonna explore this area here and see what we unfold, but also just to kind of show this part of Shiraz, but we will continue on with different videos as well around Shiraz and what this city got to offer. It's very beautiful here, by the way. Look at this building here. That brick, like the color is incredible. Also, like this city actually, like this area specifically reminds me of some of the alleys that I walked in Kashan, but also it reminds me of Mardin in Turkey. This narrow alleys and old buildings here, this color, it's amazing actually, very beautiful. I'm just gonna walk like along this streets here and see what or where we arrive to. I actually have no idea where I'm gonna head off to, but we're gonna see along the way. So right now, like, I have left this area here, and there's like a main street or a main road. I want to cross it and go over to the other side, because the other side got also like a old town kind of thing, but there was like a motorbike police. He passed by me while I'm holding the camera. He didn't say anything to me, surprisingly. But I do want to go to this area there, somehow arrive to it, and I'm not sure whether this way or this way. But I also do want to put the camera down because I'm on the main street. Once I enter back in, we'll continue. Right, so I just got off the main road, and I'm now like, it's not a bazaar. We're gonna do the bazaar probably in this video or another video, I'm not sure. But on my left side here, this here, you see like all this are shops. You see that area there, all this. Behind this, there is a shrine. And what I want to do is I want to try and go in and experience the shrine, but also, you know, highlight it as well, like, you know, and showcase what the shrine here in Shiraz looks like. I was here in the evening time, and it's really beautiful, but what I want to do is I want to try and ask if I'm allowed to take the camera in. If not, I'll probably visit it for myself. I will continue the journey, but there are a lot of regulations here. Let's see what happens. Gotta put the camera down. Right, so I have entered the shrine and I am not allowed to use my camera, but I am allowed to use the phone. And I also have kind of like a guide here that I bumped into by accident, and this guide is a woman. Now she's not allowed to be on film, and that's understandable, so she's gonna be walking with me while we're showcasing the shrine itself. This is where I'm standing right now, by the way. This is the place, that's the shrine, and that's all this here. It's very beautiful. But the entrance is there, and that's where we are gonna head off to, is this one here actually. So let's do it. This is actually quite interesting because the phone is allowed, but of course the camera isn't, so we're changing off the quality of the footage. I'm not sure about the sound, not sure about the footage, but I'll deal with it. Anyway, let's head over. So we just entered from there, and this is the shrine itself. We're gonna walk over to the square over there, and we're gonna have a better footage to share as well. Right, so I have been for quite some time here and I've been given some really good information about the area around the shrine and the shrine itself, and watch what I'm looking at right now. Look at this for a view. So the fountain here does not have any purpose. She was telling me it's basically just for view, and if we look closer into the shrine, this is the main one, and she explained to me like about the minarets here and here, and this is like the head of the shrine, and you can see also like those minarets are supposed to be the arms. They're like holding like a head and arms like reaching out to the sky. And this is basically the view all around now. Have a look at this. So we'll start it from here and we go all the way around. And this here is where they wash before they go into the shrine. Very beautiful. I think I'm gonna go in at some point, and then probably I'll see if I'm able to actually record inside or not. I'll ask. Right, so I am going in on the small shrine, because the big one you can see probably behind me, and I'm gonna go in for the small one. And you gotta take off your shoes obviously before you go in. Here's the entrance. First off, this is how it looks from here. Look at it. Very nice. And this is the main entrance here. Let's go in. Wow. It's incredible. And here there's a tomb. That's the difference between a shrine and a mosque. And it's very shiny. So here, this is a tomb. And you can see from inside. Here, I'll come closer. And I do believe that this is like a separation between men and women, so women are on the other side. If we go in here, you can see like there are some people are reading the Quran. Very interesting. Wow. Right. I think this is it, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna exit now and continue the tour. This is actually new to me as well. Like, you know, I've visited a shrine and a mosque before here in Iran, but this keeps continue being interesting. Right, so I have exited now the small shrine behind me, and we are walking into a gate. Okay, she wanna explain to me about something about the tiles, which is, I think, is quite interesting. She told me about it, but now we're making our way to it. This is the gate that we're gonna go to. This is the main shrine. I think I'm gonna go there in a moment, but first let's explain the tiles, because from far away those tiles look like, you know, put in like squares, pieces by pieces, but if you look closer, it's not. It's like a puzzle. Let's get closer and check it out. Right, so look at the way how those tiles, now by the way, this is all the way, you see it everywhere, all along the shrine, you see it. And the way how it is, if you look closer, they are basically like a puzzle. Each piece is placed hand by hand to create this art, like, and they're different sizes as well, and they have to make their way all the way around this. Imagine like all these writings here have meanings, you know, and like the flowers probably can be easier, but the writing is a challenge, right? I mean, look at it. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. The view And there's the minarets and the dome. Right, so I will be entering the main shrine now, and prayer, the call of prayer is on as well, and this is the entrance. And you can see also as well, she told me about the door. The door is actually made of gold. This here. All this. It's gold. So this is another tomb as well. I'm not sure about the sound. Yeah. And over here as well, this is the entrance for the praying. She even told me, like, make your way all the way to the end to see the prayers, which is happening in action as we speak. Oh wow. Alright, I'm gonna take a moment of silence here and I'm gonna run the footage. Just before I leave, I'm just outside the tomb, and this is what it looks like from inside. There's like a giant ring inside. And here is the tomb. You can see it down below. This is probably a better shot. Right, this is it. I'm exiting. Quite interesting actually. Right, so we are out of the shrine now and continue the tour here in Shiraz, and I'm just gonna take a moment to say something really interesting. So she has explained to me the idea also about why, like, the reflection, those mirrors when you go inside the shrine, what's the principle behind it, what's the concept behind it, and the idea behind it is about modesty. So when you look at that reflection, you actually can't see yourself, because the way how these mirrors have been placed, they are like not in like one shape like a mirror. It's like they're placed in different kind of angles that you can't really see a reflection. And that's like the principle behind it, is about the being modest in Islam. I thought that was interesting, so I wanted to share that as well. Anyway, look at the square. It's actually quite interesting, this square here. It's very nice, very peaceful. Just over there is where the shrine is, and this one here, this building you can see, is a shopping mall. I do want to end this video here. If you have made it this far, thank you all for watching. Please do consider subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, give the video a thumbs up. It does help me and it helps with the algorithms. And as always, see you on the next one.